Hello everyone, it's Dr. Vasquez, your doctor in criminal justice, bringing you another video on criminal justice topics. So I have covered a lot of stories when it comes to criminal justice. This is one of the most tragic stories I've ever heard of. This is also one of the most dumbest reasons of violence that I've ever heard of. So how did this happen? On Tuesday, July 4, 2023, Yitzian Torres Garcia is down in the Tampa Bay area to visit his grandparents. It's the 4th of July and they say, hey, we're going to go to the beach. So they proceed to Ben T. Davis Beach in Tampa Bay. If you've never been there, it's a beautiful beach. You could hang out, cook out, listen to music, all the stuff in the water. It's a good time. So they're there, they're having a good time, and you have two different groups of Hispanic males. There's a group that gets agitated because they claim that another group was being reckless when it came to jet skis. That's what this is about, jet skis. The jet skis were too close to the shore where the children were playing. One thing leads to another. Something is said to the wrong person. They start arguing. One group jumps out of the water, and then they start to go for them pistols and them handguns, and they start to shoot at each other. Tragically, Yitzian is there with his grandfather. His grandfather hears what's going on, grabs Yitzian, pulls him, throws him in the vehicle. He tries to shield him with his body, with his arm, and the most tragic thing happens. A loose round hits the vehicle, hits the grandfather in his finger, goes through the finger, and hits Yitzian in his head. They contact the authorities. Yitzian is taken to a hospital where he succumbs to his injuries. Stay tuned for what comes next.
7-year-old Yitzian Torres Garcia only wanted to spend time by the water looking at fireworks.
This is not supposed to happen to babies.
A night that's supposed to be about celebration quickly shifted when Tampa police say a petty argument led to gunfire.
Your actions and your anger, it led to a 7-year-old just starting his life getting killed because you were angry over a jet ski.
Juan Carlos Mejia says he quickly grabbed his grandson Yitzian and pulled him into the truck, covering the child's head to protect him from bullets flying outside. Despite his efforts, a bullet went through Mejia's finger and through Yitzian's head. When I felt the gunshot in my hand, I turned to look at my grandson, and his head turned like this. Yitzian was taken to an area hospital where he died from his injuries. His grandfather was left without a finger. When people saw me take my boy out of the truck and they saw him, ladies who were behind me started yelling, "The child died, the child died," and the group started taking off in cars. Yitzian was only in Florida visiting his grandparents for the summer from New Jersey. His family wants justice following the tragedy.
He didn't kill an animal. He killed a human being, a baby starting to live. That had nothing to do with his fights, with guns, with nothing. We're suffering. We lost a life.
All right, everybody, welcome back. As always, I have 3 questions, 3 things, 3 concerns that I want to discuss with you. As always, put your comments down below. My first question for you is, does it matter to you or not that shooter did not know he was going to hit Yitzian? To me, no, it does not matter. You took that weapon out, you pulled the trigger, you knew you had the capability, opportunity, and intent to take someone's life, so you should be held fully responsible. That's where I come from. That's my train of thought. That's what I know with all my training experience and education. The second question that I have for you, this is going to be a little bit controversial, so work with me. Should both groups of men be charged with first-degree murder? For me, I'm going to say yes as well. This is no different than being an accessory to the crime. If you with a group of individual, fight breaks out, you start to throw blows, and unfortunately someone dies, then you get charged just like the next person. So whether that was 50 people fighting on both sides, whether that was 20 people, it doesn't matter. If you had a part to play, if you was an instigator, if you were an accessory, if you were just hyping the whole situation up, you need to get charged as well. And my last question for you is, how is it that no one saw anything? And do you believe that? For me, absolutely not. Someone saw something, someone heard something. It's just people do not want to come forward, right? Obviously, if you come forward, you might, have to tell on your buddy, on your friend, on a family member or something like that. But no, it's the right thing to do. So I don't believe is that no one saw anything. I just think no one wants to come forward and identify who was doing the shooting. All right, everybody, it's time for the shameless plug. If you like criminal justice, if you like criminology, if you like Dr. Vasquez gathering this information, dissecting it, shooting it over to you, me asking you questions and then you responding below, this is the spot, this is the platform, this is the community for you. We've been at this for over 3 years. We got over 300 videos. We are on YouTube, we are on TikTok, we are on Instagram, we are on Threads, we are on Twitter, we are on SoundCloud, we are on Patreon. If you go to Patreon and you subscribe, you get this material before everyone else. We also have a link for some apparel if you want to be hooked up with the merch as well. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your night. That is your video for today. Thank you.